I decided to make a leather flag. So I just made a kind of a diagram. It's not an exact replica of the American flag. It's just kind of an artistic rendition. I figured out what the sizes. This is my cut list, and it includes the sewing allowances. So I just like to use a straight edge and a roller to cut leather, and also the grid helps me get the shapes square and the right size. On this piece of leather, I decided to use the edge of the leather, the edge that is created when the animal is first skinned. I kind of like that raw edge, and I'm also conserving the leather that I have since I'm using scrap leather. Now I'm sewing the pieces of leather on a walking foot sewing machine. I'm using a fairly big thread since I wanted to be able to see the stitching. This machine's nice. It has a speed reducer on it, and it'll sew very slowly. Now I've got all my stripes cut out, and I have the one stripe made up out of several pieces, and I begin to join the stripes together. I lock the stitches in at the beginning and ends of my rows. Here you can see a short stripe going in now. So my flag ended up being 5 stripes, 2 long and 3 of the short. Sometimes I use a desk clip to hold one end of the leather together while I start the machine end. Once I get the machine end started, I'll take the desk clip off and just hold it with my hand. Now to the stars. I decided to just use some glue I had. I've seen other people use different types of glue on leather, and since leather is porous, this works pretty good. There's probably better stuff to use, but this worked. I did some experiments with sewing the stars on, and I just couldn't get a good looking edge with all the turns that I would have to make. So I decided that glue would be the best here, and of course I weighted it down. And then I decided to put some rivets in to add a little detail. That about does it for this video. Tune in to my next video where I build a frame for the flag made out of rough sawn oak.